What is up, everyone? Bryce here, and today I've got some more Halo 4 for you. This time it's a Regicide on Abandon, and this is the first and pretty much only game of Regicide I've played so far. Free-for-all game types are not really my favorite when it comes to Halo. I feel like Halo's more of a team game, at least for me it is, and that's my opinion. I don't know. I'm just caught up in the big, red versus blue stuff, so like I think that team is definitely the way to go, even if it's just multi-team, which is like a more free-for-all team-type gameplay. But I don't know, I like working with other people when it comes to Halo, so that's why I usually stick to team play, and this is probably the only Regicide that I'm ever going to play. Or, well, no, I shouldn't say ever going to play, but ones that, like, I wouldn't normally just jump in this playlist just to jump in this playlist. But I ended up doing fairly well. The final score of this game, to spoil it, is 29 and 11, but I ended up going on a frenzy at one point, which was freaking awesome, and this game was actually fairly quick, clocking in at just around 6 minutes, I would say. So I've already had a game of a game on Adrift, which was my first game I've ever played, and that was I uploaded the day Halo came out, so if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link to that in the description. So I've already kind of I didn't really have a chance to give my thoughts on that because it was my first game ever and it was a live commentary. So I'm going to talk about Adrift a little bit. It kind of reminds me a bit about, it reminds me of, what is the name of the map from Halo 2? Backwash, I think it was. Big, foggy, flood-based map. Except this one's a whole hell of a lot less foggy, and you can definitely see all the way across it, which is really nice. So other than that, like it's the big central area that really gives me that feeling of Backwash for sure. While each of the sides aren't as symmetrical as Backwash once was, the map still flows really well, and I feel this map works well for Slayer types, for Slayer game types, any kind of Slayer, free for all or team. But I'm not sure how objective play on this map will work. I'm guessing that Oddball would probably be a decent map on it, and King of the Hill possibly. But right now you're seeing this is the spree that I actually went on when I got my killing frenzy, and it's just me running around getting extremely lucky in some cases. So I don't know. I feel like when it comes to running in games, I'm a better runner than most, and like it comes from really knowing and understanding maps and just like knowing routes to take when you start to get in trouble. And this is where I kind of fail and get extremely lucky at the same time. I'm able to jump most of that guy's AR shots while I'm trying to figure out, like, oh god, both of my guns are empty and I need to do something right now. But the cool thing about Regicide, other than regular free-for-all, is once you're king, you get bonuses for like the longer you're king, or the kind of sprees you go on. So the first one you get is, you saw me get the overshield twice in the match, and after a while, I didn't have it for very long at this point, but I ended up getting a damage boost for being king for long enough, and I didn't really have enough time alive to actually be able to do anything with it. But it's kind of cool to see that stuff happen, and I'm sure if I played Regicide a bit more and got the hang of playing free-for-all again, that I would be able to do a little bit more work and probably keep a hold of the damage boost a little bit longer than what I actually did. But I don't know. I love how equally balanced my fail moments are compared to with my really stellar moments of being able to duck and weave between shots, and like just me completely failing right there, I guess. But just being able to duck and weave between shots and run away when my shields are low and still keep alive and be able to do work when in a really terrible situation, like on top of moments where it's just completely luck based, and like I have 3 guys on me that are all gunning for me because I'm king, and it's just, I don't know. I think Regicide definitely speeds up the free-for-all game type for Halo, because it gives everyone an objective and is really kind of funneling all towards one part of the map, which is the part with the leader on it. But with that, I don't think people at the time that I played this really had the hang of Regicide yet, so there were people that were still running and gunning and doing other stuff while I got a bit lucky and didn't have to fend off as many people as I could have had to do, like, in the match. So I don't know. It was still a fun game. It was faster paced because I was king most of the time, so I actually had most people coming with me. This game I think was the first one that I had played with the increased radar range perk or whatever they call it in Halo. Oh God, I feel so terrible for not knowing the names of those things. Anyway, it's like I think it was the support variant where you get to choose like dexterity or whatnot. So I chose increased sensor range, and I was getting kind of used to that match. But it was fun. But the game's wrapping up. I finally cleaned it up. I tried to get an assassination ninja on a guy right at the end there and failed, but the game was over. That death didn't matter anyway. Like I said, the final score was 29-11. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Tomorrow's video should be another campaign mission, so I will see you guys there. Peace.